Gecko Home Integrations, formerly known as Gecko Media Systems. We do new construction and retrofit whole home media systems. What I'm going to try and do is convey how a project transpires. This, for example, is a retrofit in Westlake, Austin. This project started as a pool and cabana in the back of a existing home that already had a pool. Here's an aerial shot of the property. That's the original pool that was wrecked out. 9 video zones, 24 audio zones, all distributing from one communications closet in the garage that we created. All the touch panels and remote controls were identical, thus requiring no training to run any of the areas for anybody. Everybody in any area of the home has access to 2 cable DVRs, 3 satellite DVRs, 2 Blu-ray players, Netflix, YouTube, Amazon, Pandora, content on the network like music and pictures and whatnot, iPod, Sirius, satellite, and more. We took this closet in the garage and retroed it to be a communications closet. Reinforced the floor, put air conditioning in it, ran direct power circuits in it, tunneled under the ground out to the cabana. Blueprints. Starting at this stage is critical if you want to have a very clean, successful project, not after the fact. It's got to be done in the planning stages. Because in the planning stages we identify audio and video zones, how they're going to be controlled, independent, which ones are going to be together, what makes sense. We choose source zones. In other words, which areas, even though they may have different volume level capabilities, need to be actually playing the same thing so they're not competing with one another. We'll lay out how we think it should look, propose it to the owner. They make adjustments, refinements, and we eventually settle on a plan. Conceptually, we proposed this TV 65-inch come up out of the wall from behind the wall when he selects an activity. This is how it would happen. We lay out the sources, all the areas. This represents the cabling infrastructure. We actually like to identify every cable that's going in the project. That way we have everything we need where we need it when we're done and it's time to install the hardware. This is merely a hardware representation. It just is a check for us to make sure that we have everything we need to make everything work the way it's planned to work. There's a lot of pieces that make up one of these systems, and it's real easy to miss something. Once we determine all our zones and equipment and how we want things to function, we choose our control systems. We like them all to match. We don't like using different types. We use a touch panel remote and touch panels. They're identical in their programs. You can go to any area and do anything you want without asking anyone or trying to figure out how to do it. We use these waterproof remotes for swimming pools and hot tubs. They usually just run that zone, but they're able to float in the pool or a hot tub, and you pick them up and, no matter where the system is, listen to anything you want, watch whatever you want, and turn it up and down. These little black remotes to the left of it are room remotes, and they're designed to just run individual rooms. Of course, there's iPhone, Droid, and computer support both internally and externally. This is the project, of course, during construction. The cabana's on the left. We have a small closet in here where we did all our cross connections. We trenched under the ground up to the house over here where we have the comm closet. and everything is distributed from. Speaker conduits and whatnot were all run inside these flower beds, so that when we're done, we were able to merely connect up to them. We have cable pathways run between buildings, from this building up here onto the patio, upper patio, and around the upper patio. This fan is actually called a big ass fan. We control it from our control system too. We have speakers, these little black circles flushed into the ceiling, painted to match everything else. This is a shot from inside the cabana. We have the sunken pool bar here, but it's its own audio zone. There's a future connection for a TV inside there. It's all wired into the system. The outer pool area is a separate zone, as well as inside the cabana. The slide, the waterfall, all the pool controls are managed by our control system. That's the closet that I originally pointed out. After it's been gutted, AC retroed in, vent tube, condensation line, 3 circuits dedicated for power, and a rack with a pedestal that pulls out, sits on the floor, and the whole rack pulls away from the wall on tracks 2 feet, so you can access and service it. That's the kitchen TV, similar to the drawing, or the fireplace TV. There's the kitchen, 65-inch, and whenever you select an activity, it rises up from behind the wall with surveillance cameras on either side. That's another shot of the fireplace TV. There's also future connections for more TVs inside these compartments. The spa, the pool, the temperature for them, the pumps, the LED lighting, everything is controlled within the control system. That's everything lit up with the LED lighting at night. All the arch lights, the sconces, everything is managed on the system and part of the control system. You can hit a button that says entertain, everything lights up to a certain level. When you plan it correctly, this is how it'll come together. Okay, this is a simulator which actually simulates the remotes and the program used to run this property. I'm going to drive it by clicking on it with the mouse. It's exactly how it would function on site, whether it be a touch panel, in-wall, or a handheld remote control. Touch to begin. You have your areas. These are the inside areas. Scroll to the right and you've got your outside areas. If you want to, say you're in the cabana and you want to watch a satellite show and you're looking at the TV by the fireplace, you would choose Fireplace TV Cabana. Here's all your sources. Satellite, that's all you have to push. 2 buttons. Things will power up and switch so that you can hear and see the satellite player. All it requires is 2 buttons to do any activity on the system. Every area, whether it be pool bar, patios and rocks, kitchen TV, pool, all have very fluid abilities to watch and hear anything on the system. Home, you're back in the inside areas. Family room, here's all the same choices. You want to turn the family room off? Home off, confirm. Home. Real-time weather readout, 68 degrees, chance of thunderstorms. I doubt that's how it is in Texas right now, but it actually does convey the right weather. Click on it and it opens up an expanded view of it. Lights takes you to scene control. You can turn them all on, all off. These three settings are all variable light settings. Pool, adjust the temperature, cleaners, spillway, pool lights, heater, pump off, turn the slide on. Spa controls, heat off, spa lights, jets, mode off, adjust the temperature. Home. You want to shut the entire house off? Home off. Confirm. Everything, lights, audio, video, everything shuts off. 2 buttons. Again, you want to make something happen and you're in the game room? Game room? Cable. TV's power, equipment powers, everything switches in the background. It's that simple.